Hey you guys, welcome to Consume the Goodness. My name is Kendra. I'm a certified lifestyle and weight management coach, and this channel combines healthy lifestyle with God's word. I know that normally on a Tuesday evening, I would either be doing a live stream or premiering like a workout, which I haven't been able to do for a while, but normally it would be something like that, either the workout or the live stream. And that is not what this is, obviously. Things are just going to be a little bit different for the next week or two, possibly in the 1 to 2 week range. I am finding myself in a tough spot. Tough-ish, I should say. We've got some things going on, some stressors, as most everybody does. I think that I am reacting physically and emotionally the way that I am because of going so long without proper sleep. This is also a time of year that's a little bit harder for me emotionally. So that's just, something else added on top that just doesn't help. It's kind of like half and half. Like these last couple of months of the year are my absolute favorite. I love it. I love this time of year. The feel of it, the weather outside, it's nice and cool. The colors are beautiful. And then when winter comes, same thing. I think it's so pretty outside with the snow. It's just beautiful. I love it. I love the way it feels. And then just the whole entire feel of Christmas time. Just not Christmas the day, not for, whatever reasons. For Jesus, we celebrate for that reason. That's the biggest reason for that day. That's exciting. But just the whole feel of Christmas time, Christmas season, it's so pretty. And it makes me feel so happy. I'm just so full of joy this time of year. On the flip side, though, this is also a time of year that feels super... I don't even know. I don't know. I just miss people extra. I miss family all the time. But this time of year, I miss people extra. We, unfortunately, don't see family very often, mostly because of just circumstances, and that goes both ways. There are times where we're planning, we plan a trip, we plan a visit, and something always seems to happen. And then there are times where our family members plan to come here and then something happens, something falls through or work picks up or, just something. So, and we're not close. We're about halfway between. It's 10 hours for one side of the family and about 10 hours for the other half of the family. So yeah, this time of year, as much as I love it, I also miss people so much more. I'm guessing just because of, the time of year and growing up. During this time of year, it seems to be a time where you visit with family more often. So maybe it's just like a built-in thing. I don't know. I just miss people more. And it's just a little bit harder for me. And I turn into a big baby. I cry more often. Like at least every, 2 or 3 weeks, I'm shedding some kind of tears because I just miss people. So I'm going to be dedicating the next week or two to really trying to work on my cortisol levels because I don't think they're very good right now. I'm also going to be working on a couple of other things that I've got going on right now. So some of the stuff, you got the emotional part from just really missing people and not knowing if this year is going to be any different than all of the other years where I'm like really wanting to see family and then it just doesn't happen. I don't know if it's going to be like that, but you have that part. And then a couple of other more personal things, I guess, that I've got going on. So I'm going to be trying to spend more time journaling, more time in my Bible, more time outside, hopefully, getting fresh air or moving, walking outside, things like that. Just to really work on slowing things down. I'm just really hoping that this helps. I feel like things are already pretty rough health-wise, not like to the point of needing to be going to the emergency room dangerous or anything like that, but still like shaky, in a shaky place, in a rocky place. Just because of healing, being in healing mode for the past about 4 months now when this rash started. And then severe lack of sleep for at least a good solid 2 months. Also got some things with old body image issues coming back. I think just because of the lack of sleep, and I guess it's kind of like if you know, you know, or you can do some research on the connection between sleep and weight loss and cortisol levels and weight loss or weight gain. So with like in a battle with my weight, and then the just struggles that I've had with it since about like age 10. So having old, body image issues resurfacing, I'm going to be taking time to work through those. And then some other things, just taking time to try to de-stress with things that a lot of other people are probably going through. House payment going up, getting notifications that certain bills, that those are also increasing. Other unexpected things that pop up, just life, things that happen in life. So with all of these things, I have decided to take a week or two. So I don't want to push it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And that is very out of character for me. I need to do something different. And normally I don't take a step back. Normally I don't take time to really very specifically try to work on certain things, especially when it comes to the more personal struggle that I'm dealing with right now. I don't ever try to take time to really get to it. I feel like it's weak and I'm fine and blah, blah, blah. When I'm talking to other people, if somebody else was to say the things, which I know that this is probably very vague and possibly annoying, like, what are you even talking about? Tell us. I will very likely do a video specifically about the personal part that I'm talking about, but I want to work through it a little bit first before I can get some encouragement, because I always want to have something motivating, inspiring, encouraging, something. And I feel like I could get something encouraging by talking about it now, but I think it would be so much better and more, have more of an impact if I wait a little bit until after I work through it a little bit. So this is very much out of character. This is out of my comfort zone, even just on my own, to be working through the things that I'm going to be working through. But then also just doing this, just being like, okay, I need to take a step back. My sleep is not great. My cortisol level's not great. It's messing with different things. Then we have other things piling up, and instead of trying to push through it and whatever, I'm going to not look at myself as being weak, like I wouldn't look at someone else as being weak, which is, I think, what I was starting to say a little bit ago about, like, if somebody was to come to me and say the things that I am saying in my head or going through in my head, I would never look at someone else and say, oh my gosh, you're being so weak, or you're making much too big of a deal out of this, or whatever. I would not do that. I would see it as something totally different. So I'm basically going to try to coach myself. I'm going to try to help myself from the outside. And I don't mean like all me, it's all me. This is 100% a working with Jesus, working with the Bible through all of the things and having that very much incorporated in this. I'm just trying to say that I need to get out of my own head, because I'm very hard on myself and I don't treat myself the same way that I would treat somebody else. And that I don't think is a very good thing. I think there are some positives in that, because it keeps me working on myself. It keeps me wanting to improve and all these types of things. But also, I think I'm realizing that it's being done in a fairly unhealthy way. So what I'm doing here, very out of my comfort zone. And I'm sharing this part with you guys because, well, besides I want you to know what's going on and kind of give you a heads up on what to expect in the next week or two. I am also hoping that stepping out of my comfort zone and putting true effort into just trying to take the time that I feel I need. I don't necessarily like it, but I do feel like it's needed, and I'm really hoping that it's encouraging. So that is a reason why I'm sharing this with you guys. But I'm hoping it can be encouraging to others in some way, which is what I think I was saying. I keep having to stop, so I don't even know what I was saying. So if this makes no sense, that's why. I don't remember where I was or what I was saying. The sleep is really getting to me clearly because I don't know what I'm saying and I'm like about to start crying for what? Good grief. I guess really good, clear indication that, yep, she does need to do this thing that she's doing to just take some time. Just take some time. But I do hope that by, I guess, sharing at least this part of it for now, that even this little part can be encouraging to somebody in some way. That is what I want to do. That's my whole goal here on this channel, is to be helpful in some way, encouraging in some way, thoughtful, or, maybe thought-provoking. I just want to be an encourager and a light for Jesus. So I am praying that in sharing that I'm very uncomfortably taking time to take time, that it is encouraging for somebody else. Maybe somebody else out there is like me and really, really hard on themselves and really has a hard time taking time and has a hard time working through certain things. I can be really great at working through so many different things, but this one thing that has been an issue for me since childhood, truly since about age 10 or 11, I've never actually taken time to process and understand it and really just dig into it. And I feel like I need to do that. I just do. I know I need to do it. And I definitely will share with you guys. I will. It's right now, I think it seems like this is what I'm already doing. It seems like such a small thing because it has to do with, it's an image thing. I have such poor self-image. I just do. And I think the reason why this is resurfacing is because of the lack of sleep and the, higher stress levels and what it's doing to my weight. In doing those things, it's such a battle. I mean, it's just not doing much. So that's kind of bringing up old, really, really poor self-image issues. And then also the fact that I'm spotted. I mean, I just have, I don't know if you can really see from here. I'm just spotted brown, like basically from my collarbone to the backs of my knees. I'm just spotted with these dark brown spots. I do feel like this is an answered prayer though. So this is just some stuff that I'm working through, and I feel like, I don't know if you guys remember, but the very first video I did about the rash and will going, strict carnivore help this rash, I was saying, I don't know if it actually will, but I do believe that something good will come out of it. And I do believe that something good, I know now that something good has come out of it, because if it wasn't for my weight doing this thing that it's doing and my body looking the way that it's looking, I don't think that these feelings that I'm having would be resurfacing as strongly as they are, and I never would have gotten to a point of working through it the way that I am going to be working through it. So this is a true blessing, and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the crappy way that I feel right now, because it is leading to healing, it's leading to improvement, it's leading to growth, and that I really needed, because it really does suck up a lot of my thoughts and my energy and a lot of different things in an unhealthy way, which I will. So that's what I was saying. I will do a video about that, being health conscious, all that stuff. That's great. But to the level that I was taking it and have had these thoughts in my mind for so many years, not good. So I guess now you do kind of know the more personal part on top of all the other things. It's just things that I want to work through, and I hope that that is encouraging to somebody else. That, maybe if there's something that you have been avoiding tackling, you've been avoiding really examining it because it makes you uncomfortable, or because you think, maybe it's not that big of a deal, but I don't know. I hope that it's encouraging, because I think that it can be so helpful, and it's so necessary for a healthy lifestyle to look into certain things and to examine them and to work through them, to acknowledge things. Yep. So now that I've rambled on for who knows how long this is going to be, I'll try to edit it down. But now that I've rambled on about some things that, my gosh, if you guys are still here, wow. I feel bored and I'm the one doing the talking. I I'm so sorry, you guys, and I truly do appreciate you. So just for a heads up of what's to come for the next week or two, I'm still going to be sticking to my Friday morning, Tuesday evening schedule. That's still going to be a thing. But this will just kind of be like an active rest, we'll say. I'm not going to be putting out anything brand new. So like this is for the Tuesday evening premiere is what this will be. And then like Friday, I'll probably have the kids pick like a skit or a video that they thought the message was really good or that they enjoyed. And then I'll do that as a rerun. And then on Tuesday evening, I will do something. But it will not be a live stream and it won't be a workout, because that would require me to either be sitting in front of the camera for however long or do editing. And I'm trying to cut back on those types of things. Doing a rerun is super easy. You know, there's not really any editing that's involved in it. It's still getting messages out there, which is what I want to keep going. I hope that things that I said were followable. I don't even think that's a word. It is now. Just kidding. I hope that you were able to follow with what I was saying, because I had to keep stopping and then starting again. And when I started again, I started to feel flustered, like in my mind, because I'm like, I don't know, did I already say this? And if I did, and did I not? Where do I pick back up? That's what's going on. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I hope it's encouraging for any of you guys who maybe need to do something similar. I appreciate you guys. I already know that I have so much support from you guys. So I'm just going to thank you now for your support and for your understanding in what I'm doing right now. That's what is to come. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. God bless. And I hope to have you back for the next one.